Hello! Look at me. I'm doing it again. I'm uploading a vlog this week. So, I'm going to talk today about a thing that some of you ask me about sometimes that may be boring to some of you, and for that I apologize, but I thought I should just make a vlog so anytime somebody asks me about this thing on Twitter or Tumblr, I can just go, watch this. That thing is a thing that I have called celiac disease. If you're not interested, get out! A lot of you ask me often about celiac disease and my experience with it and my symptoms and how I found out and stuff. So let's talk about those things. Celiac disease is an autoimmune disorder that I have along with 1 in 133 Americans or people. I'm not sure. I didn't do any research before this. Look up everything I say and make sure it's factual. Celiac is an autoimmune disorder that makes it impossible for your body to digest gluten. That's a word that's thrown around a lot, especially in Los Angeles, because it's super trendy to not eat gluten these days, and that's fine. But for some people, like this guy, we actually can't eat it, or it will kill us. Celiac disease is an autoimmune disorder, let's count how many times I say that when you eat gluten, what it does is it makes your body attack your body, which is weird and stupid, but that's what happens. And it kills the lining in your small intestine. And the lining in your small intestine is made up of all these little fibers called villi that like go wee-dee-dee-dee-dee, and they get all the nutrients from your food as it passes through your bowels. Gross. But without your villi, you can't get any nutrients from your food. So it makes you really sick. And essentially everything you're eating just goes right through you and you don't get any of the benefits. This can manifest itself in many, many ways. So celiac does not have a specific set of symptoms, so it can be sometimes very hard to diagnose. Although now, because it is becoming more widely known, people are often getting tested more frequently for celiac. It's a blood test. Tests like 4 things in your blood, and I tested positive on all 4 of them. And then you can also get a biopsy, which I did. The only way to remedy celiac disease is to not eat gluten, which is a protein found in wheat, barley, rye, and oats. So that means bread, cookies, crackers, cakes, whatever, those sorts of things are no more for me, with other things you wouldn't think of, like fried things, and soy sauce, and licorice, and silent gluteners like that. It's also in a lot of processed foods because guess what? Wheat is cheap and easy and they put it in stuff a lot, so you have to check the ingredients. Now, let's talk about my symptoms because a lot of you are curious. I had been dealing with celiac symptoms for many, many years, although I didn't know it. I started chewing ice incessantly as a teenager, and I couldn't stop. I tried to stop about 1,000 times, and I couldn't do it. I would literally come home from school and go straight for the ice trays and just like, that's not normal behavior. Finally, in college, the doctor on campus figured out that I was anemic, so I started taking iron supplements, and guess what? My need to chew ice went right out the door after years and years and years. When I was anemic, I felt so tired all the time. I remember describing it to my friend as like lead was flowing through my veins. I was taking iron supplements, and my need to chew ice went away, but my iron levels in my blood did not get higher, which they should. Not only that, hi Rosie, but right before I was diagnosed, I also got very tired all the time. I couldn't get out of bed. I lost a ton of weight. My stomach never felt okay. I just thought I had a bad stomach. I was moody and depressed and unhappy, and that is not like me. So finally I went back to the doctor, and I was like, hey, all these things are happening, and I don't feel good. And she goes, I think you have celiac disease. And I was like, no. Guess what? I did. And the doctor sat me down and she said, you can't eat wheat anymore. And my first question was, can I still eat tortilla chips? So, I've been living gluten-free for a few years now, and I want you to know that it is possible, and it is hard, but it's worth it. And thankfully, in a place like Los Angeles, there are lots and lots of gluten-free options. So grocery stores are getting gluten-free sections, so it's getting easier all the time. Mainly, you just have to be really careful about what you eat, and it can be really hard if you're going out to restaurants when you don't know, when you're not like seeing the food being prepared, because the problem with celiac is that I can even just like get it on my fingers, and then if I touch my nose or my eyes or my mouth, I can be exposed. Celiac is very serious, and I think that because it's easily treatable, it isn't treated, or it's not widely known that it's serious. It can lead to all kinds of things like cancer or mental illness because it puts you at risk for anything because it makes you malnourished. So if you think that you may have it, you should definitely go to a doctor and get tested. And there are so many people out there who also are dealing with a gluten-free lifestyle, and it is becoming easier by the minute. You can still bake, you can still eat pizza, you can still eat practically anything that you couldn't before. There's lots of gluten-free blogs, lots of websites. I have to make sure that I still get enough to eat every day, that I don't get tired of the things I can eat because I often get in ruts where I'm eating like only rice or whatever, and I get really bored of that, and that is a struggle for me because then I just don't want to eat. You have to make sure that you're getting enough fiber and other things that you wouldn't be getting from wheat, but know that it's a thing that you're just going to have to work on and accept, and you'll be okay. And hey, like a bunch of people also are dealing with the same thing you are, and it's so much worth it to feel better and to not be sick than to be able to eat anything and everything. So, yep, those are my thoughts on having an autoimmune disorder that means I can't eat brownies, but I can eat gluten-free brownies. And those are things that exist. Hooray! A thing that I would like you to check out is Loosely Bolted's Patreon page. We just launched it and it's very exciting. If you have $1 to spare, you can sign up there to give us $1 every time a video comes out, or more if you want. We've got some great perks, but that's going to enable us to actually make videos and be able to make a little money from that and not have to worry about making ends meet, because that's what my life is like, and we're very excited about that. So please go check it out if you can't. There's a link in the doobly-doo, as they say. Am I a real vlogger now? Thank you guys for watching. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Definitely check out all the other things in life. Just check out all the things in life. Just check everything out. Just explore everything. You guys are the best. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you soon.